Hi there. So last week we read Exodus chapter 40, which is just the conclusion of the building of the tabernacle and how Aaron and his sons were anointed to keep the temple, so to say. And then in Psalm 90, he just chronicles the journey of the children of Israel, how God took them through the wilderness and how he brought them out to where they are. And then we read the book of Leviticus. And if you're like me, I didn't read it, but I listened to it. And while I was listening to it, one thing that struck me was that I thank God for the dispensation that we're living in now. What do I mean? John 3, verse 16 says that for God so loved the world that he gave his life, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And I got thinking that what if I was living in the dispensation of Leviticus? I probably would be dead by now because I'm sure I would have done something that would make them kill me because that was what Leviticus was all about. It's like if you do this, you're dead. If you do this, they can stone you to death. If you do this, if you don't do this right, if you do it halfway, it was just some laws, rules, and of course, laws, rules are meant to be obeyed. But thank God that we live in this dispensation of grace where God sent his son that we may have life. So I encourage you, if you don't know the Lord as your personal Lord and Savior, if you've not given your life to him, if you've not confessed Jesus as your Lord and Savior, I encourage you that go ahead and take that step because nobody is promised tomorrow. In fact, nobody is promised the next moment. We all will one day go to our Maker. And I want to encourage you, take that bold step of faith and give your life to God. And of course, let's thank God that Jesus came that we might be saved. Because I can't imagine if we were still living in the dispensation of Leviticus. It will be, I don't know, just won't be right. I don't know. A lot of us will probably have made a mistake and been stoned to death or something. But I encourage you as we go into the next week, what we will be reading is on the last slide. I encourage you to join me on this journey and let's get into the word together. We'll be reading mostly the book of Numbers this week. So let's get on it together and have a blessed week.